Welcome to the Inner Whisper, your sacred pause to come back to yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for arriving at the close of this week. Over the past few days, we have talked about what happens when reality shakes us and about trying to stay present without losing our sense of peace. Today, I want to talk about what usually comes next. That moment when emotion shows up, not as an idea, but as something you feel in your body. Maybe it's anger, maybe fear, sadness, jealousy, or even impatience. Before any thought appears, the sensation arrives first. The tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach or your throat. That urge to say something, to do something, to react. And that's where the question that holds this whisper arises. What do we do when emotions take over? How do we respond from our center when the body's already activated and the mind wants to jump ahead? This is an invitation not to control emotions or to pretend we don't feel what we feel. It's an invitation to create a bit of inner space so the emotion can be there without running the show. Responding from your center doesn't mean not feeling. It means not losing yourself in what you feel. When an emotion takes over, it's not because it's wrong or exaggerated. It's because something in us got activated before we could even notice. Emotion arrives through the body first. The pulse speeds up, heat rises, the body prepares to act. And often in that moment, the intensity feels so strong that it seems urgent to follow it. But feeling intensely doesn't mean we have to react right away. Responding from the center begins in a very specific moment when you notice the body is already activated and still there's a small space to not act yet. The space isn't in the rational mind, it's in the body, in the possibility of pausing for a second. Even if it feels late, even if it feels clumsy, before responding. This isn't about denying anger or avoiding sadness. It's about not letting them decide on their own. Because when we react from overwhelmed emotion, we often say unintended things or make choices we may regret later. And usually we do. So responding from the center is different. It's allowing the emotion to be there without putting it in charge. And when the body feels a little more supported, something shifts. The words change, the gesture softens, the action becomes more conscious, more grounded. This whisper is not about reacting less. It's about not abandoning yourself right when you need yourself the most. Responding from the center doesn't happen all at once. It is learned right in the middle of activation. It's not about doing it right, but about having somewhere to return when emotion rises. That's why today I want to share 3 simple paths to create a bit of inner space. The first path, recognize activation. Before we react, the body always gives a signal. Tightness in the chest, heat in the face, the urgency to respond. We have all been there. But the first path is simply noticing that. Realizing something has been activated before explaining it or justifying it. Noticing doesn't make it disappear, but it keeps it from catching you off guard. So you have to be connected to your body, to your emotions, to identify that they are or wanting to take control. The second path, pause the impulse. Once you notice that activation, the pause becomes essential. It is not to suppress the emotion, but to interrupt the impulse. It might be a slow, conscious breath, looking at a window, removing yourself physically, taking a short walk. Nothing complicated, just enough for the body to come down a notch. And the third path, choose from the center. With a little more inner space, there's no need to overthink. Choosing from the center isn't about analyzing the emotion, it's about listening to the body. Do I need to move or to stop? With what I'm about to say, calm me or stress me even more? Can I give myself a little more time or space? Sometimes choosing from the center means doing nothing. Breathing, walking, taking some time out. Other times it means speaking with fewer words, on a slower tone. Responding from the center doesn't mean doing it perfectly. It means not acting from the peak of the emotion. Now, let's bring all of this into the body to allow the emotion to settle without pushing yourself to react. Just give yourself this pause. Just be. As always in this breath of light, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth with a sigh. Sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, soften your jaw. Inhale slowly, imagining a warm light entering into your body. And exhale gently, releasing any tension. Second breath. Inhale deeply, feeling that warm light calming you. And exhale long, letting the body relax. Last breath. Inhale deeply, imagining an aura of peace surrounding you. And exhale, feeling grounded and whole. Stay here for a few moments, breathing naturally. Remember that in any situation, or in most situations, you don't need to solve things right then. You don't need absolute clarity. Responding from the center is about giving yourself space so you don't abandon yourself in the middle of the emotion. Emotions will keep showing up. That's part of being alive. The difference is whether we react automatically or respond with a little more awareness. As Rumi reminds us, emotions are visitors. Let them come and let them go. You don't have to push away what you feel. Just don't let it take over. Sit with it and breathe. And I want to offer you this mantra for those moments when you feel that your emotions are taking control. Repeat with me or just listen. I breathe. I feel. I respond from my center. Thank you again for being here with me. If this whisper supported you today, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this episode, and leave me a comment if something resonated. You can also read me on Substack, innerlightpath.substack.com. I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Until then, love deeply, shine brightly, and embrace your journey.